PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Now, I don't know if any of you have been seeing these town hall meetings, with the folks and how they're yelling and screaming and they so upset is because their way of life is being disrupted. They're not having the comfort that they used to, right? And that comfort comes at a cost. That comfort that they have come at the cost of oppressing us. And when we have removed ourselves out the way, so yeah, let Trump do whatever he want to do. What do we got to lose? But this is a good thing. This is good. Because listen, this is the change that we needed anyway. We needed this. And the reason why we needed this, a true oppressor going to oppress somebody.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. We've been gone a lovely while, Playboy. Life just been lifing on us over here, you understand? Like everybody else. Just going through it, trying to make life do what it do. But I saw this on Philip Scott. Thought it was very interesting what they were saying about the fees that you have to pay to preserve racism. I thought that was very deep because I always knew that there was a cost to having racism. When black people bring it up, of course, you know what folks say. Oh, well, you always want to bring race into it because everything in America is predicated on race. $5 trillion is what America could make in 1 year if they got rid of racism. Their hate for us is greater than their love for themselves. It's crazy, man. Going broke by being a hater. It's sickness. They wanted folk to come out with them April 5th back there, 2025, to come out and protest. But we told you. We're at home eating popcorn and learning boots on the ground. What do we care? I try to tell people that. What the hell do you care that Trump's in office? You as a black person, what does that got to do with you? Whether it's Trump, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Richard Nixon, Ronnie Reagan, Eisenhower, Roosevelt. What the hell do you care as a black person who's in office? These folk figured they always had the fees to pay their way. Sometimes it just don't happen. And it's only going to get worse before it gets better until you do right. Yeah, my prosperity in life is far more important than your destruction. And still I rise, okay? Yeah, racism is very, very expensive. But I ain't going to hold you up. Here's Philip Scott with Emancipation Media introducing us to a young lady who couldn't have broke it down better. Here's Philip Scott.
Anti-black racism is something that's very expensive, and it costs America a lot of money to maintain. And it's been proven that if they would drop their policies, anti-black racist policies, they could gain $5 trillion in a year. They could. There's one sister that's kind of cracked the code on that about why the folks are tripping out right now, because they can't really pay the cost of anti-black racism like they used to. Let's go ahead and check that out.
So racism has always been expensive. It's always been expensive. It's just they always thought that they would have the fee. They always thought they would have the fee, and hell, for a good minute they did. They had the fee to give. See, the problem is now they don't have the fee. They don't have the fee, so it's becoming a problem. And rather than stop trying to pay the fee, y'all will literally kill yourselves and kill the reputation of this country, of this nation, trying to pay a fee that y'all should have been stopped paying. Okay? Y'all should have been stopped paying. When colleges went from being tuition free to tuition based in in the 1960s, that was all because y'all couldn't stop us from getting educated anymore, so you wanted to put a roadblock in there. You wanted to make it harder for us. We didn't have the capital like you guys did, so you added tuition. The reason why America doesn't have universal health care is because that means everybody would have access to it, that including people like me and you. And they don't want that. They thought that they would always have surgery money. They thought that they was always going to have outpatient care money. You understand? Private doctor money. Hell, I'm not going to an office. I can always have them come to me. That's what they thought they was always going to have. And as they started to see that they were losing leverage, rather than stop paying the fee for racism, they said, here, take my arm, take my leg, take my organs. To the point where you guys are where you are today, still trying to pay a fee, going out of your way to pay a fee that literally is killing you. It's killing you. And then now that you're starting to realize that y'all really did around a little bit too much, you want my pretty black ass to get up out of my seat to come and fight for you? Oh, you're stupid.
Yeah, Lil Mama said it best. The fee is killing you. Racism is expensive. D.L. Hugley, a lot of folk don't really rock and roll with ODL, but, sometimes everybody says something great. Told the statement about they came for the Chinaman, and I said nothing. They came for the Hispanic, I said nothing. They came for the Jew, and I said nothing. And then they came for me. You always thought you had a buffer against hard times. And Minister Farrakhan said it years ago, you're just the last one to get hit. You thought we were doing great as black people because of labor unions. So Ronnie Reagan started getting rid of labor unions. Who did he start with? Put it down in the comments real quick, even though this ain't live. He started with the air traffic controllers. I'm from Gary, Indiana. Union City. Detroit, all up in that area back in the 60s, the 50s, the 70s. Unions were strong. They got rid of it. Black people were getting nice houses. And now you can't afford a house. Unions were started so them folk could get the jobs. Because who had all the jobs, who had all the skills, who had all the trades when slavery ended? It goes deeper. That's what my podcast is for, those who go a little bit deeper. But yeah, Philip Scott breaking it down. Let's let him continue.
But it's going to get even worse for them because until they make things right with FBAs and give us reparations in the form of cash payments, until they do that, until they change these wicked laws that's against FBAs, they going to continue to suffer. And every day they go by, it's going to increase more and more and more. Every year they go by, it's going to increase more and more and more. It's going to break them because it's too expensive for them to maintain an anti-black racism. Anti-black racism is something that's very expensive, and it costs America a lot of money to maintain. And it's been proven that if they would drop their policies, anti-black racist policies, they could gain $5 trillion in a year. They could.
Too expensive to maintain. I fully, truly believe that. You can only pay so long. I'll tell you something. Big Man told me since I was a kid, nothing in the Bible ever came to stay. Everything in the Bible came to pass. Whatever you going through, good or bad, this too shall pass. And the fee is too much for you now. It's straining you as an American person of non-melanin, okay? It's straining you to keep us out of your neighborhoods, to keep us from succeeding. FBAs would be something like the 9th largest economy on the damn planet if we were our own space, man. Did you know that? Did you know that? Muhammad Ali made a statement that says, how come you don't want us to leave you? Check this out.
The whole world belongs to black people.
Don't you believe that the black and white can live side by side in harmony?
If I said yes, that don't make it right because they can't. I was in Milwaukee just meddling the other day. Didn't nobody see me. And I saw white people, white babies, white girls, and they just was jeering and they hate and they just evil as they can be, coming to kill and shoot and throw bricks at Negroes.
You're talking,
and this is as a whole.
But you're talking in particulars when you must talk in general.
Why is it you don't, your whole conversation now is to keep Negroes with you. Why you don't want us to leave you?
Yeah, and that's very deep if you think about it. Why don't you want us to leave you? Because you know what we bring to the game. I was going to let you go, but I'm going to let you check this out real quick. Cedric the Entertainer in Be Cool with John Travolta. This is what we bring to the game. Check it out.
The game is over. No more sit-ups. No more nigger cops.
Have you lost your mind? I mean, how is it that you can disrespect a man's ethnicity when you know we've influenced nearly every facet of white America? From our music to our style of dress, not to mention your basic imitation of our sense of cool. Walk, talk, dress, mannerisms. We enrich your very existence, all the while contributing to the gross national product through our achievements in corporate America. It's these conceits that comfort me when I'm faced with the ignorant, cowardly, bitter, and bigoted who have no talent, no guts. People like you who desecrate things they don't understand when the truth is you should say, "Thank you, man," and go on about your way. But apparently, you're incapable of doing that. And don't tell me to be cool. I am cool. Racial epithets. Why does it always come down to that, huh?
Yes, sir. Said, broke it down very eloquently. You understand me? Never average, never mediocre. Online, on point, and on the freaking money. It's Rubber Buggy Baby Boomer Radio on the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio dial. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and things of those nature. Like, comment, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to follow us on these platforms as well. And remember this, the people who follow us, nigga, ain't followers. PushGapRadios.com. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadios.com, the power is in the name. Again, thank you for hanging out, and we will see you guys on next week. PushGapRadios.com. Dallas, baby. And we're out.